Farzad just posted his Q1 estimates. Here's his detailed breakdown. Feel free to pause at any time if you like. James is going to be surprised. This excludes any one-time impacts like deferred revenue from FSD. And yeah, this is the most bearish forecast that James has ever seen. The estimate from James is significantly higher, which is good because based on the last 4 quarters, the most accurate Tesla retail analyst was James. He actually beat the Wall Street consensus. But either way, tomorrow I'm not expecting any good news. I'll just say that. My expectations are low. And Troy published his EPS analysis. He's pretty much within the Wall Street consensus. He's just slightly below it. Pause and read any of his detailed analysis if you like here. So keeping in mind that James and Troy are pretty close to the analyst consensus, probably we shouldn't see anything really much below that, but you just never quite know with everything that's been happening with Tesla lately. So I'm keeping my expectations low for tomorrow, but in the long term, I have high expectations. Many of you have been asking, how do I vote and reinstate Elon Musk's compensation package? Well, pay attention here. I will go through this quickly. When you find one of your brokerages, pause the video and follow the instructions. But generally, you need to look for an email in your inbox. Many brokers outside of the US don't allow retail shareholders to vote. If you live outside of the US, contact the broker or institution who holds your Tesla shares and ask them how to vote in Tesla's 2024 annual shareholder meeting. Sometimes when you don't participate in proxy voting, brokers may exercise their discretion to cast votes on your behalf. So not only if you are, for example, in favor of Elon Musk's compensation package, and if you don't vote, not only will you now vote in favor of it, but your brokerage may actually decide to vote against Elon Musk's compensation package. So we definitely don't want that. And I agree with Sawyer 100% here. Shareholders also need to show that we do not stand for judges to retroactively invalidate our votes. And remember, Elon Musk is required to keep his shares for 5 years, which means he will continue to be driven to innovate and drive growth at Tesla because the value of his shares will depend on it. And I personally think that this vote could actually be super close. We see some big shareholders who are going to vote against this. So even just a few shares could actually make a huge difference in the outcome. So make sure that you vote. I reposted Sawyer's instructions on my profile. So if you want to click on any of these links, you can just go to my profile and then find Sawyer's post. I pinned this post on my X profile. And in Europe, this specific institution is already accepting votes, actually. So if you are with them, check now. Elon Musk yesterday explained why Tesla is cutting prices. James has a reply to that. Not a surprising answer from Elon. He's managing Tesla like OPEC manages oil. Step 1, have a meeting. Step 2, talk politics. Step 3, change the price. Elon sees order rates increase for a few weeks and thinks demand is increasing, but demand is not increasing. Orders are simply being pushed forward. The long-term impact is destructive because brand equity is being diluted. The consumer is being trained to focus on price and not value. I will say this, however, I don't think people in China care about what Elon Musk says politically. I don't think they ever even see that. Anyway, the biggest Tesla stock retail shareholder, billionaire KoGuan Leo, is heavily campaigning against Elon Musk. He says a magician, Elon Musk, is a serial stock options killer. He received gifts from Tesla of 8% in his 2009 stock option plan, again 5% in 2012, and again 10% in 2018, that the court in Delaware finally decided to rescind. Elon Musk has been fully compensated, or it could be argued, he says, overpaid by Tesla shareholders. The median of the total amounts of salary and annual bonuses paid over the last 5 fiscal years by the 10 companies to their founder CEOs was approximately 1.6 million. Of course, Elon would have been paid exactly nothing if he didn't perform, and that's still very possible that he will end up getting paid exactly nothing. Also, how many of these founder CEOs are smart enough and capable enough to build reusable rockets? Tesla is celebrating its 10th anniversary in China. Stephen Mark Ryan says it's late April 2024. Tesla's market cap is at $460 billion, and I'm still buying. Posting this to revisit 5, 10, 15, and 20 years from now. In the long term, I think it will age well. In the short term, we could be in some very interesting situations. Elon today reposted this video from Farzad, which is everything that Elon said during the Autonomy Day back in 2019. Elon also made a few more posts, not about Tesla. He pinned this post specifically about Australia, and he posted this as well. But we also have a post about Tesla specifically. He reposted this from Tesla. Today, we also got confirmation from Tesla that there are 1.7 million Tesla owners right now in China. And look at these companies in China. This is Li Auto, a Chinese pure BEV, big battery hybrid maker, which despite explosive 2023 growth, also suffered a significant quarter-on-quarter drop, just like so many others did. And here's another one. Xpeng. AJ says he quite likes Tesla's Q1 delivery numbers looking at these other guys. In Li Auto's case though, most of their cars are hybrid. We also got NIO, and not only is it down from Q4 to Q1, it's also down year over year, unlike some other companies. Jason from the All In podcast says, I think every middle class household in America will have one of these $1,000 per month robots in 7 years. That's a huge prediction. If it happens, Tesla will greatly benefit from that, because if you look at this lineup, how many companies have produced something on a big scale if you exclude Tesla? Well, none of these companies, including Boston Dynamics, have ever put anything into mass production, and it's really hard to do it profitably. By the way, Li Auto dropped prices also. Yeah, Tesla cut prices, and I would expect some of these other competitors to cut prices as well. Well, check this out. Electric has a positive article about Tesla. It has the lowest maintenance and repair cost of any brand. Consumer Reports released its 2023 annual auto surveys, which includes data directly from thousands of cars in the US. And that data confirmed that Tesla's maintenance and repair costs are the lowest of any brand in the auto industry. This is comparing cumulative costs by brand for years 1 through 5 and 6 through 10. We found that Tesla had the lowest maintenance costs. So you got years 1 to 5 in dark blue, and then 6 to 10 in this lighter blue color. You can see Tesla is number 1, Toyota is number 3. I would have thought it would be number 2. Then you got Ford, Chevy, Hyundai, Nissan, Mazda, Honda, obviously. At the opposite end of the rankings, you will find Audi, BMW, Mercedes, and Porsche. If you're looking for performance, Tesla is your choice if you want to have performance that will not break your bank. This is particularly impressive considering the average cost of Tesla vehicles versus the average cost of some of these other brands. Many other premium car brands have expensive maintenance programs that are mandatory, keeping them out of those rankings. Tesla doesn't do that, and it's paying off here. Fred has one of the oldest Tesla vehicles, a Model S from 2012, and he is now doing the first significant repair 12 years into its life. He's redoing the suspension. He also has a 2018 Model 3, which hasn't needed any significant repair so far. If Tesla decides to advertise again, it should really advertise this like crazy. I mean, Tesla can say things like, you can buy our Tesla even though it's more expensive. The repair costs are actually cheaper than what you will pay if you own a Toyota. And everyone knows, who knows about cars, that Toyotas are the most reliable vehicles. So if you can beat Toyotas, that says a lot. Multi-millionaire all-in Tesla stock investor Jason had a few words to share with all of us. How Tesla stopped price anxiety? Convince yourselves that Tesla will likely break $100 for a period of time and accept it. Plan accordingly. Anxiety gone. You're not fighting it anymore. You are just waiting for it to fall more. Then why not sell and buy it back at a lower price, you may ask? Because acceptance and preparation aren't the same as predicting. Consistent prediction is impossible. Lower your short-term expectations. It's your expectations that are the problem. Kill that thing in your head that desires a stock price to increase in the short term. Having a longer-term investment horizon helps. I'm not saying it will go that low, but I am prepared for it. There is no difference to me between $140 and $100 per share from an emotional perspective. Absolutely none. I'd like to thank so much to everyone who clicks the like button and subscribes to this new channel, because that has really helped overcome that shadow ban on the other channel. The shadow ban on the other channel, I think, is still ongoing. So thank you so much to everyone clicking the like button. It is really helping. But I am getting some new details about it now. Partially, it has been shadow banned from about 50% of my regular viewers. However, it also seems that it has been just delayed to many other viewers. You can see that 3 days after I published a video, there has been a spike in impressions, but because this video is already 3 days old, no one actually wants to click on it because it's not news, it's old. So YouTube is being a Tesla bearer there. Not cool, YouTube. Anyway, I might have to abandon that other bigger channel completely, so please click a like button here and subscribe if you want to see videos from me. And let's rebuild back to 40,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode.